Hi, I'm Eric, and I love music. And when I say I love music, I love music. It's a huge part of my life, and I have music playing no matter what I'm doing. Mowing, showering, cooking dinner, doesn't matter. And I grew up in the 80s, so my favorite music to this day is still 80s and early 90s tunes.
Hi, I'm Jason, and I also love music. When I'm not listening to podcasts, I love rediscovering music from decades past. I grew up in the MTV era and listened to American Top 40 with Casey Kasem on the weekends.
Growing up, my parents didn't have much influence on my musical tastes, as much as they were just dead set on not letting their son listen to that devil music. Thank you, Satanic Panic. So I had to resort to hiding some, if not most, of the music I was listening to. However, by the time I graduated high school in 1988, I was a guitar-playing heavy metal kid that was listening to everything from Top 40 Radio to Judas Priest to Slayer and Anthrax. I had a huge cassette tape collection, which turned into a huge CD collection. Sadly, all those cassettes and CDs are long gone.
I have my mom to thank for the wide variety of music that I enjoy. She mainly collected 45 records, and I remember spinning those on our home stereo, back when stereos were a piece of furniture. Then she moved on to cassette singles, which then influenced me to start my own collection in my teenage years. Thanks to the generosity of Columbia House and BMG deals, I mainly began collecting greatest hits albums from popular artists. Today I enjoy discovering those full albums that miss me because of my early collecting habits. And I also recollect those 45s and singles I remember my mom having.
So what's this podcast all about? Well, it's a music podcast. More specifically, it's a podcast that counts down the top tracks for a particular category. Jason and I will pick a category. Things like top movie soundtrack songs, top songs from lead singers that went solo, top TV theme songs released as singles. You get the point.
Eric and I will then compile a list of songs from a category we choose, and then after we narrow down our list to a manageable number, we'll walk you through the list, song by song.
Yep, we'll talk about the song's chart history and success, our own personal history with the song, and then what we like best or least about each song.
And if you're a premium Spotify user, you'll get to hear the song in its entirety at the end of the podcast. Free Spotify users will get to hear a snippet. But if Spotify isn't your thing, we'll provide you with a link in the show notes to find our featured song in the music app of your choice.
So while we're both sure that your choices for each category will be vastly different from ours, hopefully some of our choices and our stories will entertain you.
Come be a fly on the wall as Eric and I compile the greatest lists.
The Greatest Lists podcast, coming soon.